But Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person. You don't need nice. That's true. But actually, I am.
I don't get it.
Well, we have some of the dumbest leaders in the world. We have losers. We have losers.
They're losers. They're just losers.
We have very stupid people. We have stupid leadership. How stupid are our leaders? How stupid are these politicians to allow this to happen? How stupid are they? I think Jeb is a nice person. He's very low energy. I'm not used to that kind of a person. You know?
You want President Zelensky to do about Vice President Biden and his son Hunter?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, it was just a follow-up of what I just asked you, sir.
Listen, you ready? We have the president of Finland. Ask him a question.
I have one for him. I just wanted to follow up on the one that I asked you, which
Did
was,
you hear
what
me?
did you want
Did you hear me?
Yes,
Ask
sir.
him a question.
I will, but
I've given you a long answer. Ask this gentleman a question. Don't be rude.
No, sir, I don't want to be rude. I just wanted you to have a chance to answer the question that I asked
I've
you.
answered everything. It's a whole hoax. And you know who's playing into the hoax? People like you and the fake news media that we have in this country. And I say in many cases, the corrupt media, because you're corrupt.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account
Only
has
Rosie
several-
O'Donnell. One of the worst Secretary of States in the history of the country. She talks about me being dangerous. She's killed hundreds of thousands of people with her stupidity.
Me on my radio show, the audio and the transcript are out there on YouTube, that you would release your tax returns.
True.
Are you going back on your
No, I'm not.
commitment?
First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's the good news. Let me just tell you.
You know, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
505 billion. And by the way, I don't like this mic. Whoever the hell brought this mic system, don't the son of a bitch to put it in. I'll tell you. Go home to mommy. Go home. Bye. Go home to mommy. Go home to mommy. Tell her to tuck you in bed.
Have you have a video of Prime Minister Trudeau talking about you last night?
Well, he's two-faced. Hunter, you're a loser. Why did you get $1.5 billion, Hunter? Excuse me, I've watched you on television. You're a real beauty. She's shocked that I picked her. She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Go ahead. Little pencil neck Adam Schiff. That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President, I was going to ask one of the other.
Got the smallest, thinnest neck I've ever seen. And when you ask a question like that, it's very deceptive, John. It's almost as deceptive as you showing all of the bombings taking place in Syria. And it turned out that the bombing that you showed on television took place in Kentucky. Then you have the case of this wise guy, Jesse Smollett, who beat up himself. It's called MAGA country. You know, I didn't hear that term until that third-rate actor.
Hey, do you want to talk about that?
But there is no evidence. But there is a lot of evidence about the very good work
and it's a
and
criminal
the high
enterprise,
rankings that
and
the
so many people know
Clinton
it.
Foundation
It's a
have gotten
criminal
for their work.
enterprise. Saudi Arabia giving $25 million, Qatar, all of these countries. You talk about women and women's rights. So these are people that push gays off buildings. These are people that kill women and treat women horribly. Whatever you want, you call it whatever you want. I want to tell you, they lied. Okay. They said there were weapons of mass destruction. There were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass. What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
While Donald Trump was building a reality TV show, my brother was building a security apparatus to keep us safe. And I'm proud of what he did. And he's had the gall to go after my
World Trade
mother.
Center came
He's
down
had the
during
gall
your
to go
brother's
after
reign.
my
Remember
mother.
that.
Hold on.
Very low unemployment rate in the US, and we have a very high unemployment rate in France. How come? What the recipe for?
Well, maybe we have a better president than you do.
Mr. President, are you?
Hillary is so corrupt. She got kicked off the Watergate Commission. How corrupt you have to be you get kicked off the Watergate Commission.
Today we discussion Trump response to Taylor Swift's Harris endorsement. Former President Donald Trump had this to say about Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris after Tuesday debate. What Donald Trump had to say about Taylor Swift's 2024 endorsement of Kamala Harris. Former President Donald Trump responding to Taylor Swift's endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris on Tuesday after the Tortured Poets Department singer backed the Democratic nominee. Trump was asked about Swift's statement in the spin room, an area where reporters are able to ask candidates and their surrogates questions after a debate. He replied, "I have no idea." Shortly after the presidential debate ended Tuesday night, Swift shared a photo of her with her cat, Benjamin Button, to Instagram and wrote in the caption that she will be sporting Harris and Tim Walz. Swift also acknowledged Trump's use of AI-generated images depicting her endorsement him and said it made her realize she needed to be clear about her actual plans for the election. The POP star signed off the post, labeling herself a childless cat lady, taking a job at JD Vance. Now viral comments about people who don't have children. In the 4-paragraph endorsement, Swift encouraged her 283 million followers to do their own research ahead of the election this fall and to vote. Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you have not already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matters to you the most. Taylor Swift wrote, "As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country." If you enjoyed today's segment, don't forget to like and subscribe American Political Buzz.